It's a beautiful morning to you all. Welcome to Carnival Breakfast Show. This is coming to you from Carnival Radio, and this is Newspaper Review. My name is Joseph Oyukola. Welcome on board. To begin the news this morning, here are the headlines. Southwest governors to spend 266 billion naira on airport projects. 10,000 new recruits for deployment February 2025, says police. 70,000 wage. NYSC awaits federal government directive on new corpers pay. Edo election. Governor Baseke cries out, makes fresh allegations against police. APC. Parties candidates to sign peace pact tomorrow. Now to the news in details. Governors in the Southwest, both past and present, have voted more than 266 billion for the construction of new airport despite the non-viability of the many existing ones. As governors are continuing to pursue these projects, industry experts believe that some of the projects may not succeed and may not be profitable in the long run. Many ex-governors abandoned some of these projects, which are now burdens on their successors. Findings show that the 6 Southwest governors have cited airport projects in the various states, sinking billions of naira in the project site. All 6 states of the Southwest now have either an airport or a site where billions of naira have been spent on pursuit of an aerodrome. These states include Lagos, Ogun State, Oyo State, Osun, Ondo, and Ekiti State. 8 airport sites are in the 6 states. It was gathered that the federal government is responsible for the 2 airports in Ondo and Oyo State, while the 4 other state governments are responsible for the construction of other 5 uncompleted airports. In Lagos, the federal government owned and operated Muritala Muhammad Airport has been adjourned as the most viable airport in the country. Investigation by the newsmen showed that over 266 billion of taxpayers' money has been expended, hand-marked for 5 of the 8 airports. In July, the managing director of the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, Olubunmi Kuku, revealed that only 3 of 22 airports in the country were viable and were contributing to the growth of the aviation sector. Findings by the newsmen also show that only 4 out of over 30 airports in the country are economically viable, contributing 5.57 trillion naira to foreign trade in 51 months. Industry experts said governors embark on airport projects against the advice of professionals in pursuit of political gains and stealing of public funds. In 2007, former Governor Gbenga Daniel conceived the idea of Gateway Agro-Cargo Airport at Ileshan Raymond. He was unable to kickstart the project before he left office in 2021. For more details, please visit Punch Newspaper. Southwest governors to spend 266 billion naira on airport projects. In the meantime, the management of the National Youth Service Corps has insisted that the increase of Corps members' allowance following the approval of a new minimum wage of 70,000 for workers will be determined by the federal government. The acting director of Information and Public Relations Unit of the NYSC, Caroline Embu, made this known to newsmen on Tuesday. It will be recalled that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed the new minimum wage bill of 70,000 into law on July 29, 2024, following weeks of negotiations with the leadership of the organized labor. Following the approval of the minimum wage, speculations had risen about the new pay for corps members, with some claiming to have received a directive to increase the capacity of their bank accounts to be able to receive above 50,000. The supposed message read: most of the corps member accounts open in the camp cannot take more than 50,000. However, the NYSC had released a statement stating that this purported message was absolutely falsehood. However, asked on Tuesday if the scheme was currently negotiating a new pay for corps members, the acting spokesperson reiterated that the review of the allowance was in the hands of the federal government and not the NYSC, noting that there was currently no change in corps members' allowance. For more details, please visit Vanguard newspaper. 70,000 wage, NYSC awaits federal government directive on new corps pay. Meanwhile, the Nigerian police force has said the 10,000 new recruited constables and specialists who are currently undergoing training will be deployed in February 2025. It said the recruits will be deployed in their state of origin, in line with the federal government's community policing initiative. Following a recruitment exercise, the Police Service Commission in June released a list of 10,000 successful applicants for employment. However, the police, under the leadership of the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, rejected the list, alleging corruption and demanding a fresh recruitment process, a demand that PSC rejected, maintaining that the process was free and fair. After weeks of standoff, the police finally accepted the list in July and announced that the 10,000 recruits will be sent for training. Speaking in an interview with newsmen on Tuesday, the force spokesperson Muyiwa Adejobi said the recruit training was being conducted in 16 police training institutions across the country. He added that the training commenced on August 10, 2024 for the general duty cadre, adding that exercise would last for 6 months. Adejobi said the specialist cadre training will commence on 28 September 2024. Adejobi also said the ongoing training for the new recruited constables is guided and conducted through the implementation of a new and robust training plan and curriculum. For more details, please visit Punch newspaper. 10,000 new recruits for deployment, February 2025, says Federal Police. In another news, the governor of Oyo State, Godwin Obaseki, has cried out over what he described as the police connivance with the opposition or Progressives Congress to arrest and intimidate members of the ruling People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the state. The atmosphere in Oyo State is charged with less than 2 weeks to the governorship election in the state. Politicians and their parties are now exploring any means possible to grab whatever they feel could guarantee victory for them. As the stories of violence have refused to die down in Oyo State, the governor took to his ex-handle on Tuesday night to cry out over alleged intimidation by the police. For more details, please visit Daily Post newspaper. Edo election, Governor Obaseki cries out, makes fresh allegations against police APC. In another development, the 70 governorship candidates participating in the forthcoming election in Oyo State will sign a peace accord tomorrow, Thursday, in the presence of the former head of state, General Abdulsalam Abubakar, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, and other stakeholders. The signing of the accord will take place at 10 a.m. at the Victor Uwafo Creative Hub on Airport Road, Benin. The INEC chairman assured that the commission would ensure a credible, free and fair poll, while it had released all funds for the conduct of the election to the Oyo State office, and that its visit would allow INEC to test run the materials received so far. Yakubu was accompanied on the visit by INEC's National Commissioner supervising Edo, Delta and Bayelsa State, Professor Rhoda Gamos, the Resident Electoral Commission Rec of INEC in Edo State, Dr. Anugbum Onuoha, and the Administrative Secretary of INEC in Edo State, Emmanuel Ogbodu. For more details, please visit the Nation newspaper. Parties candidates to sign peace part tomorrow. To bring newspaper review to a close this morning, here is a recap of headlines. 10,000 new recruits for deployment February 2025, says police. 70,000 wage NYSC awaits federal government directive on New Corpus Day. Southwest governors to spend 266 billion naira on airport projects. Edo election. Governor Baseki cries out, makes fresh allegation against police APC. Parties candidate to sign peace part tomorrow. And with that, we've come to the end of newspaper review on Carnival Radio. Thank you very much for listening. You can download Carnival Media app on Play Store and app iOS. You can also check out our website at www.carnivalmedia.ng. My name remains Joseph Oyikola. Good morning.